Hello everyone, welcome. So I thought it would be pretty neat to share my KSP experience. I do not in any way claim to be as skilled as people like Matt Lown or Scott Manley type thing, or that I'll always have the most efficient rocket designs. Um, but if I can, I still thought it would be cool to share my experience, and if it helps fellow console players, then that's just a bonus. So I thought it'd be cool to do a men mission. It's not exactly Apollo style. It's more of a direct approach sort of way, no command modules, but I'll do that in the future. But I thought for simplicity I'd just do something like this. It's a three-man crew. It has its own rover, but you'll get to see it in just a second. Without further ado, we got Jeb, Bill, and Bob. Always good to have them. That's their perspective. And their little lander. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, launch. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. And off. We're off to the moon, fellas. And it's right about here that I would begin doing this maneuver, because you can't shoot straight up, because then you'll have to spend all that more delta V to circularize your orbit, and it's just easier to do it this way. At least right about there is what I found to be a good zone. And we just let the rocket do its thing. We let it do its thing, guys. This game takes a lot of patience. A lot of patience. And the boosters are done, so separate those. Really cool. And we let the engine there burn the rest of its fuel, and then we activate the second stage for circularization of our orbit around Kerbal, and yeah, we'll be on our way. We'll be on our way. We can kind of roll it down a little bit more. And it's very close. It's about to run out. Boom. Alright, so activating second stage now. And we'll burn it for a little bit longer, just until we're off the chart there. And boom, there we go. Go ahead and get rid of those and deploy our solar panels. So there you see the rest of the lander there. It has its own rover, the whole shebang. There's some science kits because I have the both the history parts pack and the Breaking Grounds DLC. So that's cool. So that's that. And this area right here is what's going to bring us to the moon and slow our ascent a little bit before it's ejected there. Not right now. Cool. Alright. Circularize our orbits. I know there's some people that can eyeball it perfectly, but I'm not that guy. I need my maneuver nodes. It's probably not perfectly halfway. We're on our way. We're on our way to the moon. Alright. Pretty nice orbit. Now we're gonna head to the moon. And when you set the something like the moon like as a target, you want to make sure these are as close to 0 as possible. So 0.1, that's not bad. We can deal with that. So we'll go ahead and get things underway to the moon. And boom. Alright. That should be good. See if we can speed things up just a little bit. Right about there. Boom. Alright, awesome. So we're on our way to the moon. Or at least moon orbit. At this point, we're getting there. Alright, now we just gotta get into a nice little orbit. Got something wrong with my analog stick, sorry, bear with me. Very cool. Perfect. Gonna kill off our velocity there to get our orbit. Awesome. And try to land it somewhere around here. It doesn't have, it's not a big deal if it's there, it's just somewhere in the light will be good. And don't want to get it too close to where it'll crash, but close, so when you burn off your velocity you don't have to spend all that much keeping it down, sort of thing. Awesome. Alright, it's coming together, folks. Almost there. Almost there. Hold on 1 second. See if that helped. It's better. Yeah, it's better. Alright, awesome. And we're pretty close to the surface. I don't know if this is going to be too close. We can just go ahead and... Alright, cool. Yeah, that's a pretty nice distance to the surface there. We'll begin killing off our velocity. We're getting there. Get rid of that stage. Yeah, that it's slamming the surface like that. If you have any seismic scanners deployed on the surface, it'll help generate signs that way. That is if you have the Breaking Grounds DLC. I have both DLCs so far for the console. And boom! Oh, hopefully I'm not too late. Yeah, it'll be fine. And there's craters nearby. That's not a part of the Breaking Ground DLC. This is pretty cool. And when you're about to land, the safest I found to be the safest speed to land is under 5 mile, whatever per second. Better. It's probably safer, faster as well. It's just found it to be a safe. And there we go. There's our landing, fellas. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Deploy the ladders. Beautiful. Decouple that. Oh yeah. Go ahead and maneuver this on over here. Oh, oops. That's okay, that's okay. As long as nothing's broken. Turn this back on. Boom. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, we'll kind of maneuver this. You can only do this, by the way, if you have like communications and set, you have a little antenna in place like this right here. And let's see if Kerbal, yeah, so it's a direct line to Kerbal. If you wanted to do this on like the other side of the men, you would need some sort of satellites in place so we can get a connection. But, that's how I'm able to pilot it without any Kerbals. I just wanted to. And by the way, for this save profile, it's a sandbox, and I did cheat by by basically putting in place easily communications network in place where normally you would have to like launch satellites and whatnot to the various places and whatnot. I just went ahead and eliminated that, so it's not a problem. Is it still? There we go. Alright, cool. Alright. It's time for Jeb to set foot on the men. There you go, Jeb. Make us proud, Jeb. Awesome, awesome. So usually I have the pilot plant the flag. And we'll just say something simple. Men video. Cool. Alright, so there's our flag, and I don't know, it's just like a nice little procedure I like doing where I have the pilot deploy this little doohickey. Why does the name elude me? About to find out. Yeah, the control station. Yeah, he deploys that, and the set. The rest I'll have the scientists and engineers deploy. I just felt like, you know, the pilot's gotta deploy something, you know? Right there. Alright, so now I'll have my pilot wait on the rover. Awesome. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I love this game. Alright, so there's Jeb on the rover. We'll deploy our science first. So, there we go. First, you want to deploy your science experiments with the actual scientist. That, from what I understand, that boosts the yield of your science that it generates. We'll put it right here. Cool, cool. There's our other experiment. There we go. Awesome. And the last experiment, the goo, because you know Kerbals love their goo. There we go. Perfect. I like its little animations. Awesome. Alright. And we'll have Bob wait on the rover as well now. I used to have these as two-seated, but I always end up feeling bad for the person left behind, because what if they wanted to have fun? So I eventually included the recent designs with a third seat, as you see there. And our engineer, Bill. Now for the power generation equipment, you always want an engineer to deploy them, because it increases their yield of power that they have. So in this case we have the solar panels. We'll go ahead and deploy those. And just flop on your face. Probably don't want to do that in real life. Yeah, you'll probably die. So we'll deploy that, and just for reference, what just one would do. Oh, that's a bit more than I thought it would be, but then again, I am playing on sand mode, or yeah, sandbox mode, so it probably would be overkill to do all three, but we'll do all three. We'll still do all three. I love the music. Beautiful, just beautiful. Awesome. Like I said, it's probably overkill to do all three, especially with the amount that I saw there. But it's whatever. I can. There's no chance it's gonna be dispowered. Awesome. Awesome. So there's our experiment set, and we're good to go on that. And usually in the career mode, it would generate science for a while, and you can benefit from that. And now let's go on a little trip. We won't go far. It's beautiful. Beautiful. We'll head over to this crater. It's not too far away. Those are my Kerbals, just having a ball, drive across the surface. I love the little sound effects. There we go. Right about there. The surface features came with the Breaking Down DLC, which are scannable, and they do yield a pretty nice bit of science. I don't think it'll mention how much in the sandbox, but we'll just go through the motions. Does its thing, and it will generate science. And has little comments on it. Go ahead and send it. Alright. Drive our Kerbals back to the lander and we'll start the process of heading home. Of course, I would stay a little bit longer in normal missions in my career, but just for the sake of video, you know. And perfect. Alright, well, while laying down, I guess we'll take our surface sample and EVA. Since he's our scientist and all. And I usually did back some science experiments to do. Observe goo, mystery goo. They like looking at goo. Usually I would have them on the module here so I can recover it and get more science out of it, but you know, since it's a sandbox mode, I just like transmitting just for the aesthetics of it. Ooh, and of course. Cool. And we begin our journey home. And that should suffice right about there. It's probably more than alright, but and there we are. And just for fun, we'll let one of them go on a little spacewalk. So yeah, there's that. Alright, time to go home. Well, hopefully it's not in the dark, but oh well. make our burn towards Kerbin. And since we have a heat shield, we should be fine just to basically shoot right at it. Okay, so yeah, it is looking like it will land in the lit up area. Awesome, awesome. Perfect. And that's that, people. Nicely done. Go ahead and do the splashdown. Almost there. So close. Come on. And there you have it. Safely home. Hope you guys liked it. I'll do more moon missions in the future, and especially Apollo style moon missions, so if people need like a visual representation of what a docking procedure kind of looks like, so I'll definitely do that for sure. Probably do a min-miss one, just to kind of change things up. But until next time, people, take care.